This is Tina. I'm here with another pocket letter for a pocket letter friend here in Denmark. And the theme this time were Winnie-the-Pooh. So I'm trying to make something that I think is Winnie-the-Pooh. I'm going to start by stamp these bees from stamp sets by Paper Smoochers. It's called Grow Giggles. And I'm just stamping it on some yellow cardstock from my stash. I don't know where it's from, but it's a bit thin cardstock, textured cardstock. It's okay, but for small projects, but it can't. It's just not stiff enough to lay out. But in these small pockets, it's okay. Now, as I stamped the bees, I thought, hey, let's make a background with the bees. So that's what I'm doing. Stamping out bees and turning the stamps block so that they are looking like they're flying around amongst each other. And then I'm cutting out the bees, fuzzy cutting them out, and it's fairly easy. Now these images, figures from Winnie-the-Pooh I have googled the pictures and then put them into my silhouette, what's it called? Silhouette. Well, I put it through my silhouette, but first I printed it. So it's a printer cut. I into the silhouette made the outline, printed it, and then I cut it. It was fairly easy when I found out what to do, and I'm very pleased about it. Even the smallest figures are incredibly well cut. Even Tigger's, I think he's called Tigger in English. The balloon he's holding, even the string from it is cut. So I'm very pleased. Now I'm just showing you these small images. So cute. And then for some bigger ones. I think it went quite alright. And I made the camera cut just with a little border, so it wouldn't be too narrow. And what am I going to do now? I actually don't remember. And it's only a week ago since I made it, but I'm a bit forgetful. Now I think I'm going to make some envelopes just in a bit, so I can put the cutouts in them into my pocket letter pal. Sorry. And I'm going to measure it out, and I'm going to fiddle a bit around it, but yeah, I'm thinking you can see that by my fingers drumming on the table. And the yellow wasn't big enough, and I wanted 2 envelopes, so I cut some red, and it I think it goes well with the Pooh Bear's t-shirt. And I'm thinking, have I cut the right size? What did I think of doing? But I thought I would do it like this. Now here I'm using my scissors to score, and it worked fine. Next time I'm just folding it against the yellow cardstock, and it's also okay. It's also working very fine, so don't know what's best, but it's okay. And I now want to punch the borders because they look a bit dull, and I'm using this border punch from EK Success with some it almost looks a bit like clouds. It's a scallop border but not uniform. It's different sizes and heights. It is I think it's very cute. And I'm going to stamp 2 sides of the envelope, and then I'm going to put them together. And sorry if my head is getting in the way sometimes, but I just had to see where to cut. And the first way I did this, it was not so clever, but I managed to to do it, but it was a bit tricky, especially because I had put my glue on all 3 parts at the same time, and I think I should have waited with the sides one and just put the glue on the yellow one first and then on the red cardstock, and I'll do that the next time, and it works very, very fine, and a bit more quicker than this, but it's okay. Now here I'm putting it on yellow and putting the yellow cardstock on the red, and then I'm going to fold in the sides and put the glue on that. And then I think I go get my scoring tool, because that's is a bit more right to do it with that. And then I'm going to score and a line on the envelope so I can bend the top down. Now I think this Pocketletter thing is very nice. It's a nice thing to do to each other. It's nice to have some mail, happy mail of some, and not for the things, but it's so enjoyable sitting here making these things for other people. It's, even though it sometimes gives you some stress on what to do and so on, but it's I think it's very relaxing, and it's so much fun to figure out what to do. And here I'm using these EK66 stickers, Classic Pooh, and I don't know where I got them from, but I had them in my stash, and I thought, hey, let's use them here, and I did. And just in a bit I'm going to see that well, I'm going to make this little card, and I'm going to put some washi tape in the bottom and some in the top, and I have glued some of the bees on it as well to give it a bit of dimension. And now I'm getting the greener washi tape just to ground the honey a bit. And just in a bit I'm going to realize that I have made my layout the other way around. Normally I would have made the Pocketletter horizontal, I think, but the map for the wood, I couldn't get it placed right when I had turned it 90 degrees, so I made it horizontal. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. And I just think that when I make the cards, I'm just used to them being vertical and not alright. Oh, it's not going good for me with this vertical and horizontal. Sorry. Yeah, here I'm just realizing that it's the other way around, and I am fixing it. And I'm putting some of the embellishments on the back, and the washi tape was from my stash. It is, I think it's mainly from a local grocery store where they got some very different things. And then I thought, hey, let's make a quote, because Winnie-the-Pooh has got a lot of cute quotes. And this one says, what's it say? Just a minute. Now it says, sometimes the smaller things fill the most in your heart, and then weed is flowers too. You just have to get to know them. I think they are so cute, those quotes, so I would use them here. And now I just printed out on some red cardstock Winnie-the-Pooh and the 100 Acres Woods. What's it called that? And I'm going to place that on the top right corner with some bees eventually. And I'm just going to first cut around it, because I think, well, it was a bit quicker than pulling out the camera and cut it. But otherwise I would have done that. I actually tried with the quote to cut it out of the camera, but no. It didn't work, because the letters was too small, and it wasn't right. So and this was fairly easy, because it was there wasn't much fussy cutting around it. And yep, there goes the bees. They are so cute, those bees. I love them. And they were so easy to do. It was such an easy embellishment. And the rest of the bees is getting outside the pocket letter, just so there's a bit of dimension. And I'm going to put a text, what's it called, textile heart with some glimmer on it, so it gets also a bit of dimension, and just get another color. Now I needed two more cards, and I figured, hey, let's use some of my washi and make it myself. So I put some strips of washi on this card, and then I had a doily from my stash, and I glue that on, and I have got two of these beautiful butterflies. Some acetate or something with gold glimmer on it, and I'm going to put one of them on top of the envelope, and then I'm going to make another one a bit like it, but a bit different too. This card is not quite big enough. Oh, and if you're watching closely, there will be some small hands coming onto the screen sometimes, and I have to help by cutting some, ripping some washi for him. It's our youngest boy standing next to me and playing with some of my washi, and that is so nice when they come and help mommy when she is working on this pocket letters. No, it's not work, it's so much relaxing and fun and creative, and I love them being creative. And I punched out this strip of cardstock with the green washi with the same border punch that I use for the envelopes. I'm going to put it on some pop dots, just to foam dots, just to give it a bit more dimension. and I'm going to cut it off, and I realized it's too small. And what to do? I just find some orange cardstock and I'm mounting on that. Just cut it a bit smaller so it gets the same border all around. And then, yeah, he just had to get some washi. It was a very, very nice washi mane he made on some paper. And here I'm going to place the other butterfly, and then I've got some felt flowers, and I think they just give a bit more pop of color. I thought it was just too plain, some kind of plain, and I think this was just the right amount of color that I needed. So the pocket letter is done. I'm just going to write the letter and put it behind one of the butterflies, and I'm going to give you a close-ups. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. See you another time. Bye.